Muhammad el-Samawi, the Imam of the Tri-Cities Islamic Center, presented a classic example of deception when he spoke to the Prosser Rotary back in March of 2016. It became public in an article to the Prosser paper written by Mary M. Phillips. The Imam made a stretched effort to present Islam as the religion of peace and that we should all get along. He then made a forced effort to argue that ISIS is not Islamic. Then he quoted the classic Sura from the Quran, which is chapter 5, verse 32, which says, quote, "Whoever kills a soul for other than manslaughter or corruption in the earth, it shall be as if he had killed all mankind. And whoever saves a life, it shall be as if he had saved all mankind." Unquote. Now, taken out of context, this sounds nice to us kafirs or infidels. However, what most do not know is that this instruction was plagiarized from the Jewish Talmud. It wasn't written for Muslims. It was actually the instruction for the Jews. The following verse in the Quran is never quoted for obvious reasons, because it says that those who are against Allah should be killed or crucified and have their hands and their feet cut off on opposite sides. Comparing all the Qurans I've collected since 1988, one endorsed by the Chief Justice of Saudi Arabia, who was once the Imam of the Grand Mosque in Mecca, the language is about the same. Then the Imam had the nerve to ask the Rotary members to recite this sentence: "Islam is not ISIS, and ISIS is not Islam. Bin Laden is not Islam, and Islam is not Bin Laden." Unquote. He ignored the fact that the Bin Laden family had been born and raised Muslims and made millions of dollars in construction of various building projects around Saudi Arabia, some of which have been on the religious structures in Mecca. The Bin Laden Construction Company has been more recently forbidden to work in Mecca because one of their huge cranes fell over and killed 170 people back in September of 2015. Well, you'll notice the Rotary, quote, 4-way test posted on the wall behind him as he's speaking. Number 1, is it the truth? Number 2, is it fair to all concerned? Number 3, will it build goodwill and better friendship? Number 4, will it be beneficial to all concerned? Islam benefits only Muslims. Kafirs, or us unbelievers, are second-class human beings who are not to be befriended, and in fact, in some cases, need to be killed if we do not pay the demi-tax. El-Samawi suggests we read the Quran and learn for ourselves. Yet, when I replied to him on the Islamic Center's Facebook page what I'm finding, he quickly refuted my claims and stated that only he can explain the true meaning. Apparently, the commentary in the books in this photo are not to be taken literally. So what we have here is a failure to communicate. We're advised to read the Quran, but then when we do, and we find things that we don't like, all of a sudden we become the problem.
She's not the Queen of Sheba. She's not the Ace of Spades. Kafia's not black coffee when you wear it on your head. Psychobabble not some tower that you read about in Genesis. And Shalom is not salami if you're in the Middle East. She'll rat you out in London if you mispronounce the River Thames. A password is essential when you're outside your comfort zone. Shibboleth, 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 shibboleth. Good English is important if you're trying to fool the man. And Jesus is not the Savior if he swam the Rio Grande. Al-Kitab is an Arab's record, but not like Steely Dan. And Issa's not the Savior if you're reading Al-Quran. She can flush out an imposter with her double-edged sword. Light is more than Noah when you're walking through the door. Her croissant is more than crescent Hamantashen's a villain's ear. Malachi's not Malachi, for the final word you hear. Shibboleth, 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 Shibboleth.